Alright. Hey everybody, this is a stay-at-home reader, and I'm just coming on here to share with you my, hopefully, June TBR for this month. Without further ado, let's get into it. Coffee from McConaughey. I'm sorry, I think I'm funny, but I'm not. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the little drunk, happy, in love sheep that are on this mug? And then it says, "May your burdens be light and your coffee be strong." I love this mug. It's one of my favorites. Let's get into the books. Okay, so first off, Mystery at Blackbeard's Cove. Most of these I picked up from the library because I'm really into going to the library lately to save a little bit of cash. I'm just gonna read the blurbs, the synopsises, if you will, of these books so you know what they're about, because I realized in my last video I failed to do that, and that's probably why it was so short. Anyways, I picked this one up actually because this was my very first book that I picked up at the library when I was a child, so it's very nostalgic for me. Also, if you want anything to compare this to, it's The Goonies, and I love The Goonies. After everything that has happened, stealing a coffin, a burial at sea, a nasty confrontation in an underground tunnel full of skeletons and secrets, Mark, Stephanie, Billy, and Daniel are hoping they are through the worst. Wrong. Luckily, they are getting help from a rather alternative source, the ghost ship of Blackbeard, the Queen Anne's Revenge. This is a heart-stopping adventure full of real-life characters, past and present, set on Ocracoke Island in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, where Blackbeard lived and died, and the descendants of his pirate crew live to this day. I have a feeling I'm going to love this book all over again. I gave it 5 stars when I was a child, and it is middle grade. Next up, this book I have never heard of. I picked it up because of the synopsis, and it is The Accursed by Joan Carol Oates. I actually also picked this up because of the author. I went to Barnes & Noble one day and picked up a couple of her books just randomly because I liked how it was described and the writing style seemed my speed, but I had never actually read one. They're still on my shelf. This one's gonna be my first by her, and I'll show you the part that got me. In Princeton, New Jersey, at the turn of the 20th century, a tranquil place to raise a family, a genteel town for genteel souls, but something dark and dangerous lurks at the edge of the town, corrupting and infecting its residents. Vampires and ghosts haunt the dreams of the innocent. A powerful curse besets the elite family of Princeton. Their daughters begin disappearing. A young bride on the verge of the altar is seduced and abducted by a dangerously compelling man, a shape-shifting, vague European prince who might just be the devil and who spreads his curse upon a richly deserving community of privilege. In the pine barrens that border the town, a lush and terrifying underworld opens up. That had me from vampires and ghosts, and I was in between the library stacks and I was reading this. As soon as it got to vampires and ghosts, I literally turned around, made sure nobody was around me, and said, "Sign me up," and put it in my bag. So yeah, I'm excited for that one. And then next up, we have all heard of this one. If we haven't, we have been living under a rock. Sarah J. Maas's Crown of Midnight. I read the first one. I think I gave it 2.5 or 3 stars because I just wasn't into it. Couldn't tell you exactly why I wasn't into it. Probably a lot of reasons. Everybody said to keep going and that the second book was much better and set the pace for the whole series. Let me know if you want me to do a separate video on this where I just read the Throne of Glass series in a little vlog video, or if I should just keep going, just read it and share my thoughts after. I'm just excited because I am one of those people who don't understand who Aelin is, so this should be interesting. I don't think I'm gonna read the blurb of this one because it's so popular and most everybody has read it except for me, so I'm just gonna set this one aside and yeah, I'm gonna get into it as soon as possible. And then we've got the next one, which is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. I think I pronounced that right, not so sure. I've seen this everywhere. I have read Red Queen. I really enjoyed it because it seemed different, like a different type of fantasy to me, but a lot of people didn't enjoy it, and so curious to see how this is gonna hold up. But it says, a strange darkness is growing in the ward, even Coraine? Is that how you... Fantasy names don't matter. It's okay. Even Coraine can feel it. Tucked away in her small town at the edge of the sea, fate knocks on her door in the form of a mythical immortal and a lethal assassin who tell Coraine that she is the last of an ancient lineage with the power to save the world from destruction, because a man who would burn kingdoms to the ground is raising an army unlike any seen before, bent on uprooting the foundations of the world. With poison in his heart and a stolen sword in his hand, he'll break the realm itself to claim it, and only Corinne can stop him. Okay, the reason I was smiling so much during reading that, we love morally gray men characters in books. They just bring out the best in us. They're my favorite characters. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love murder in books. Let's just talk about murderous male characters. I might pick this one up first, just to see. Also, if any of you have read any of these books, feel free to let me know what you thought. Just no spoilers, please. I hate spoilers, as does everybody. Let me know what you rated it. If there's something that I should be prepared for, like triggers or anything, just let me know. I love hearing you guys' thoughts on stuff, and it makes me happy. And lastly, from the library for my June TBR, I have Where Dreams Descend, and I remember that this was really big on Book Talk when I did have a TikTok. I don't anymore. I got rid of all of my social media. Honestly, it's a vibe. The cover looks beautiful. Like, that just looks stunning. I'm not really sure what it's about either. I think it's about magicians. In a city covered in ice and ruin, a group of magicians, yep, right, face off in a daring game of magical feats to find the next headliner of the conquering circus. Fame and glory await the winner, but no contestant is safe when an unseen danger begins striking behind the scenes. Accidents, injuries, missing magicians. Though each act grows riskier, the show must go on, and the three entangled within the dark heart of it will do whatever it takes to keep their secrets from rising to the surface. This is giving me Stephanie Garber vibes. I believe that's her name. I'm not 100% because I don't have it right here with me. We all know the Carval series, and that's the vibes that this book is giving me. So I'm hoping I will like it as much. The first book was okay. The second book was amazing. The third book I didn't enjoy. So we'll see where this stacks up with that. Another book I'm hoping to get to for June, I will definitely be getting to because me and my friend Linka are buddy reading it, and I'm going to vlog that for you guys, is A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha Shannon, which is my most anticipated read of 2023, and I am so excited for it. If you know me at all, you know that Priory of the Orange Tree is one of my favorite books of all time. It was my first epic fantasy that I have ever read, and it just stole my heart. Yeah, that's going to be added on to the list as well, and I'm going to be doing a June wrap-up video once I get everything done with, share my thoughts, my stats. I just joined Storygraph, so that makes it much easier to do so. Yeah, I just think that's the video for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's any books you would like me to read next month. I'll see you guys in the next video, and stay lovely, my little chapters, and have a good day.